Oh, Japanese. Again? Okay, so apparently there's voice acting strikes, well, union work relating to voice actors, which is probably why we're not getting English voice acting in the promotional material, because the story's probably recorded in advance. These probably are not, and I imagine the scheduling would have had them take place during these strikes. So now here we are with Lingsha's that is also in Japanese for the exact same reason that Facial's was. Look at her. Ah, hi, don't you? I didn't expect you. I expected Yoon Lee. Hey! Pa! The nurse signal. Oof. It hurts me so much I'm not bringing her home. On rerun, yes. But right now I can't risk it in case they do decide to release Sunday. I don't have the savings. I can't even guarantee it, so you know. It's rough. Cute. I want the bunny. We give the bunny a gun. Hey. Of course. Ha! Real. You can interact with her in the Alchemy Commission, complaining about work. Yeah, that. That. Yeah. I didn't see that if I die of anger, who wins. The other ones were from actually interacting with her in the Alchemy Commission after the story. Yoon Lee. Oh. Look at that animation. So pretty. And it enrages Bunny. Don't you damn. I hate everything. I love how Yoon Lee's just given up and resigned herself seemingly to death. Vibe. The joke sucked.
そして必殺技による弱点撃破ヒダメージアップ効果により味方はより安全に素早く敵を倒せます。
攻守ともに隙がない。さすがはレイサお姉ちゃん。
そうですね。レイサさんのような能力があればどんな問題も軽く解決できるでしょう。例えばこの人たちも。
ザコちゃん、お姉ちゃんなら瞬殺だよ。
オムニックでもありませんしね。
Shut up!
カメリ、冷房切って。
はい。レイサさんは落ち着いて秘技を発動しお仕事に取り掛かります。秘技効果によりレイサさんと風油園は素早くお仕事モードへ。相手は放水状態に。仕事仲間たちは勢いに乗って攻撃を仕掛けました。そしてレイサさんが戦闘スキルを発動。敵を攻撃すると同時に味方を回復。風油園の行動順が早まり行動回数もアップしました。相手も反撃、味方にダメージが入ります。ですがレイサさんがいれば大丈夫。風油園が攻撃、敵にダメージを与えると同時に味方の HP を回復。レイサさんが
They need to release like a plushie or something of the bunny. It'd be super cute. The bunny would make a very cute plush. Yep. Firefly approves.
あれ、退勤帰宅じゃないの？
退勤帰宅って何ですか？
カンパニーって労働環境が悪いんだね。
まさか。カンパニーの福利厚生はとても充実しているんですよ。70回目の面接の時人事が説明してくれましたから。
70回目？
そうですが。
もしかしてカメリって大物？
いえ、単なる見習いですよ。能力が低いせいでずっと正社員になれないままです。
それっていいように使われてるんじゃ。
どういうことです？
労働環境を改善すべきってこと。
つまり上司は私のポテンシャルを認めていたんですね。
え？
そうでなければこんなにも成長の機会を与えてくれるはずがありません。
No.
私カンパニーにもっと貢献します。
もういい、わかった。私が物理で解決してあげる。
Let's go! Yunli's got the correct idea. And I'm all for this. But yeah, I am super sad I won't be able to bring Lingsha / Newer home. But I don't have the resources to do it. I would think it's probably in my own best interest to save in case they try and release anything of significant interest to me. Like, I fully expect Sunday to end up playable. The fact that they've revealed Ting Yun is alive, she's going to end up probably playable at some point. We'll see what she potentially does. Sunday's been left on the bench after Jade let him go. And then we got a whole new world to look forward to sooner rather than later. So, you know, I'm not very hopeful on the game giving us much opportunity to save. Next patch, hopefully, considering there was only one character dripped, I'll have the chance. Please. But until it's confirmed, I've just kind of gotta bide my time and save back up. I have a 50/50 and that's it. And I can't use it on Lingsha in case they release anything else that's more necessary for my account. Especially considering the person she's competing with is Gallagher. And I'd say Gallagher's doing fine for now. Eventually, will she probably be better in the long term? And is she better in general? Probably yes. But I don't think the difference is so major that it makes Gallagher impossible to use. Especially not when mine is E6. I was going to say C6. And got pretty decent kit on him. But we'll see. It really depends. All I know is, for now, I'm content with my loadout of team. And if anything, he needs better pieces because I am on upgrading some of the stuff on my team characters. So until then, I'm kind of fine with how things are. I don't need to rush to get her as much as I really want her because Noah was funny in Honkai at third, and Lingsha's amazing here. I actually think that this is an example of where they've done better with the character in this game rather than the original one. I'd say Acheron is a very good competitor with me, but I don't know if I'd say if I prefer one or the other. It depends on the mood I'm in on which one I think I vibe with more. Meanwhile, Lingsha I do think is a strict improvement on Newer because one, we get to actually see more of her, and two, there's more depth to her character. The thing that makes Newer in third so endearing is her interactions with Hwa. We don't really get her interactions with the Flame Chasers very much because she wasn't classified as one of them, just like Fushi wasn't. And they kind of got put on the sidelines for that, which is kind of upsetting. We get notes about their interactions with Mobius, but that's about... Oh, and Eden, but that's about it. We don't get a whole lot of them interacting with the others and the chaos that could ensue. So I'm hoping Lingsha being in this game means that we have more potential to see Newer in the future and what she's actually up to and changes and interesting interactions that can result from that. They're very different characters. I think that if people prefer one over the other, it's due to the difference in personality rather than much else. Because I'd say that New and Third has more opportunities to enjoy things. Meanwhile, Lingsha's worked pretty damn hard. Which you gotta pity her for, but it is what it is. That's what, unfortunately, being an adult is. Oh well. We'll see. I enjoyed the fact that it was Yoonlee covering her special program. Well, her Keeping Up with Star Rail. It makes a lot of sense it was her. And their little friendship is very cute. I'm looking forward to seeing the High Elder of the Zhuming, though, considering Lingsha learned directly from them. So, yeah, she has pre-established connections with that High Elder, and we have yet to see them, and I want to because it's a big dragon kind of protecting a furnace. It'd be sweet. It'd be sweet if they could allude to it, but I don't think we're going to be in the Xianzhou much longer, and we know what the next world is gonna be, so it's gonna be a while before we visit any other Xianzhou ship. I do think the likelihood of the ship we'll visit will either be the Zhuming or the Yaoxing, depending, because they've now introduced us to characters from said ships. We did get a little nod at the General from one of the other ships, the Yushuit, but we haven't seen her, and her only connection to that ship is interacting with a certain small Fushuan who is from there. Meanwhile, we've met both of the generals of the other two ships that I mentioned. So, you know, we can actually... Well, the Astral Express specifically has met them. So we have pre-established connections, and we have hints on what those... We have more hints on what the Yaoxing is like, funnily enough, because of Sushang, because of the Orm Alley event, and because of interacting with the general and her retainers. We know that the IPC work with that ship and have a huge presence there. We know that Sushang said a lot of the street and hustle and bustle of Orm Alley is lost because of it. From Fei Xiao's voice line relating to her own ship, she said that the IPC are forced to kind of help with the combat against the Abundance because they don't like the idea of losing money. So because the ship is constantly endangered by the Abundance, they have to kind of get involved unless they want to have a loss. And then obviously we know about Bai Heng Street. There's the notes of a traveller which are related to her in the databank, well, in the inside of the bookshelf where you can find stuff around the Law Fu. There was one about areas inside of that ship, including Bai Heng Street. We know Bai Heng was originally from there, and her family were famous merchants there, so there's a lot that we actually do know about the Yaoxing. I do think that I have a softer preference to going there first, especially when it's been mentioned because of Moses' story that the disciples of Sanctus Medicus actually have caused harm there, because he's a literal example of it. But at the same time, I really want to see the zooming because it gives us background on Blade. It's like every single member of the High Cloud Quintet, aside from the other two members of the High Cloud Quintet, so Jing Liu, Blade / Yingjing, and Bai Heng were all from different ships from the Luofu. Obviously, Dan Feng was from the Luofu, and Jing Yuan was from the Luofu. We can't visit the ship that Jing Liu was from because it's been wrecked, unless we go to Rahu and discover the remains of it, which is incredibly dangerous. We can, though, see the other two ships, and they are the most likely ones. It depends on what you want to learn about a character and which one you'd probably want to visit first. I think the Yaoxing makes the most sense, but I am fine with either. Either way, I went off on a tangent. Take care, guys.